Freedom.
Freedom?
Freedom.
And what does that mean to you?
Free to choose.
Free to choose?
Free to do what?
You want to take a picture with that?
Oh yeah. Freedom.
So we're going to write freedom on the board since you said that. You're the first person we interviewed today too, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
The back seem a bit heavy, I'm sorry.
I'm going to paint.
Oh,
A friend of mine's moving.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Are you guys from?
We're from different parts of town, but we came to school from the city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
live
the
in
American. Huh?
Like different parts, they're born here.
Smile.
I was born here,
Oh, that's awesome.
and I left, and I live in Pennsylvania now. But the woman I started dating, I knew growing up, she lives here. That's why I'm painting.
Oh, that's
I've been
cool.
back for about 2 years now. But yeah, I grew up in this neighborhood. There used to be a skate rink down there. Where Rite Aid is, was a roller skating rink. There used to be a record store over here. We'd buy our cassettes because it's old.
Oh, no.
CDs.
So what would you say is your earliest childhood memory from here?
Earliest would be, coming up here with we actually going to this restaurant here with my grandmother. She used to take us for breakfast over here at the Three Deck, which has been here forever.
That's awesome.
Used to play ball down at the, what we call the North Side with
Yeah.
friends and stuff.
And were your family like originally from here too, or did they like migrate over here?
Well, I was just telling her, I'm Polish, so my
Yeah.
family, and my dad wasn't actually. My dad was from like Czechoslovakia, but like third generation.
Okay.
So
What would you
my
say?
grandparents were born here, so their parents were.
What would you say like was their like ambition to come over here basically? For the
Better life.
To get a life, better life, right?
Yeah. Different back then. I mean, I don't know what it would be like now, but back when my great grandmother came here, it was a whole lot different.
So what would you say makes this place feel like home to you? Like whether it be like the community or something like that, and what keeps it as a community?
I can tell you it's changed drastically since I left. I mean, it's very, I think the term they use is hipster.
Yeah.
But it was very homey when I grew up here. Everyone knew everybody. You know?
Yeah.
My sister is 9 years younger than me. And right here, I used to live off Norman Avenue, about 6 blocks down from there. We'd walk up to the avenue. This isn't Manhattan Avenue, it was just the avenue to us.
Okay.
And I must have seen a dozen people that I knew.
That you
And
would
my
see on a
sister was
regular
like, what are you, the
day-to-day
mayor?
basis?
But you just know everybody.
Yeah.
Playing ball, going to school, coming up the avenue. So it just made it very comfortable. Like you knew everybody looked out for each other.
And compared to where you live now in Pennsylvania, you said?
I've lived in the same house in Pennsylvania for 15 years. And I just found out about a week and a half ago that the guy that lived directly across from me in front of my house, I didn't know his first name. I thought it was Tom. It's like Bob or something.
Oh, wow, that's
15
crazy.
years. And here, I knew everybody, so it's completely. This was a neighborhood. There was just where I lived.
What would you say would be, like from your parents' point of view, I don't know if you could tell, but what would be the hardest transition from coming over there to over here? Whether it be like language or...
Well, it was my great grandparents. It was my parents, grandparents that came over. Yeah, I would just assume that it was, the harder times back then and the transition from their culture to the culture we have in that era.
So
It's no different than different cultures now that we deal with.
A couple fun questions though. What are your hobbies and your favorite part of this town?
Well, the favorite part of this town now is my girlfriend.
Why? Would you have like any hobbies or like your favorite food, like Polish food, Polish food?
Actually, I didn't like Polish food growing up. It was a huge tradition of ours.
What is like one thing that is like...
It's called guwamki.
What is it called?
Stuffed cabbage. Guwamki.
Stuffed
Cabbage. Everyone knows what the ruggies are. Most people call them pierogies. My mother used to make this soup. My brother loved it. Yeah, it's like a white soup with bacon bits in it. I didn't really like it, but she made this mushroom soup when the holidays came out. And I had to leave the house because it just moved more.
Oh my god.
I didn't like Polish food growing up, and then I got more and more into it as I got older. But it's cool that my family, even though they were here, generations kept up with the tradition.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve was huge for us.
That's
We used to rent the
beautiful.
hall down on Meserole Avenue by the
great.
police station. Hundreds of us from the family, but it was all the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
Now people move away, Pennsylvania, Florida, but we'd all get together for Christmas Eve.
It's good that you guys still stay united and all that
And
stuff.
we did. We tried as a family to keep it together even after everyone left, and we do it at different people's houses. At first we'd rent the hall here in the neighborhood, a little bit further down, and then we'd go to different people's houses. So I'd go to my aunt's house in Jersey.
Yeah.
A bunch of us would get together, so we try to keep it
Like the good old days, right? Well, it's so great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
It really is a cool neighborhood.
Awesome. Have a good day.
It's changed drastically, but it's pretty.
What's your name?
Freddie.
Freddie? Awesome. And we come from a school called Guttman. We're doing a project on basically the American dream and getting different perspectives, okay? So what is the first word or phrase, what is the first word that comes to mind when you hear the phrase American dream?
Well, the American dream is everybody like the American dream, something, you want to do something like
Yeah.
American dream, like a house, baseball.
Yeah. What does American dream mean to you?
American dreams, everything.
Everything? Okay, another question. Where were you born in your place of birth? Awesome. And why did you choose here to live for 20 years?
Looking for better life, better situation, education.
Yeah. That's awesome. How old were you when you came from Puerto Rico?
Excuse me?
How old were you when you came from Puerto Rico?
How old?
Yeah, ¿cuántos años tenías?
Tenía como 47,
47? And how old are you now?
67.
Wow, you look young.
Yeah, you look so
I
young.
had no idea. Let me see.
I think, ¿entiendes mejor español?
Sí.
Okay, I think you should.
Pero entiende inglés también.
Like good, because he's been living out here for 20 years.
No, because he says Spanish
So,
better.
when you came, did you come alone or did you
Yeah,
come
but
with
we
family?
can't record that because then
Alone?
not everybody
Oh,
understands.
okay. Do you still have family over there?
Not too many.
Y ahora, do you have family
Sí,
over here? Yeah? And how would you say your family has grown accustomed to the American world, basically, to the New York lifestyle?
¿En español?
Wait, what was the question?
How was the transition
¿Cómo
from
fue la
coming over there?
transición de venir de Puerto Rico para acá?
How was
La
the transition?
transición, el cambio.
El cambio.
Bueno, porque vimos cosas mejores aquí, mejores oportunidades.
Translate.
Good. He said
better
good because,
opportunities.
yeah, he said good because he better opportunities over here. They see better, things to do out here. Okay. And some things that you do. What is your favorite part of town?
¿Cuál es su mejor parte de aquí?
¿De Greenpoint?
Yeah.
Bueno, el área Greenpoint.
Sí.
Greenpoint.
Sí, el área Greenpoint.
Aquí ¿cómo le digo?
Tu área favorito.
Aquí en Carlos Park.
Oh, that's
The
good.
park.
And tú comes la comida de aquí, like Polish food?
No, not too many times.
No. What kind of food do you like to eat around here?
Spanish, Italian.
Also, it's really different over here.
Chinese, yeah.
Tiene de todo
De
aquí.
todo, sí.
Oh, so it's cool. So they're really diverse here. They have really different foods. Even though it's predominantly Poland. Awesome. So thank you so much. Have a great day. Ten buen día.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Le podemos
Nice to meet you. So the first question, what is the first word that comes to your mind when you hear the phrase the American dream?
People being able to do or be whatever they want to be.
Basically like freedom, right?
Well, freedom, but more about, being able to achieve your dreams.
So we're gonna write that on a board and take a quick pic. Let me ask the second question. What is your you already gave your name, so what is the location of your birth? Where were you born?
I was actually born in Bushwick,
Awesome. So in Brooklyn?
in Brooklyn, yes.
And do you live out here?
No, I live on Long Island
Long Island. Oh. So why did you choose a place like this to work?
because my parents did.
Awesome. So this is like a family-owned business
Yes, my
here.
parents started the business in 1975.
Wow. And it's been all along running?
Mhm.
That's awesome. Why? What is their reason to start a business out here?
My father used to work in Exxon, which they used to have a refinery here in Greenpoint, and when he was getting ready to retire, he didn't want to retire. He was looking to start another business, and at that time there were a lot of empty stores,
Yeah.
and it was a different place, and so he thought he would give it a try, running a retail business.
That's awesome. Basically taking on the American dream right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
entrepreneurism, exactly.
What is the earliest childhood memory you say you have from this neighborhood since you've been here since 19?
Well, I mean, I don't really. For me, I've only been in Greenpoint for 10 years.
Okay.
I was born in Bushwick. We grew up in Middle Village, and this was my parents' thing. I was in college, and I
Oh, so
didn't
you
really.
wasn't around here
No,
that much, no?
no.
So where were your family born? Like your parents?
Well, my parents were born in Brooklyn as well. I think they were born in Bushwick as well.
Okay. That's awesome. What would you say makes this area feel like a community? Like what keeps this place united, if you do feel like that?
I mean, I think the difficulty right now is this neighborhood is really in transition.
Okay.
So I think what used to keep it as a community, there were a lot of families, and there were a lot of, when it was more Polish, there were a lot of new Polish people coming into the community. There was a sense of identity. There were all the little different Polish shops, and very much like ethnic communities. When my grandparents came to this country, they lived in a part of Brooklyn that was very Italian, and they had all the different Italian shops, and people spoke Italian, and they just sort of, it's like taking a little bit of their home country and transporting it here.
Yeah.
And that's what Greenpoint was like. Not so much anymore because of all of the attention that's happened here. It's become really popular, trendy. And so I don't know what Greenpoint is anymore, to tell you the truth. It's
and
a very
that statement
different
alone
place.
means a lot, yeah. So how would you feel a person coming from like Poland, coming to here would feel like? Like what would you say would be their transition like, whether it be like back then or now?
I think they would go to Ridgewood. They wouldn't come here anymore.
Yeah?
Yeah, because it's unaffordable. So what's happening is just the whole dynamics are that the new Polish immigrants that used to come here can't afford here. So they're literally moving to Ridgewood. So Ridgewood is probably going to be the next New Poland, if it isn't already that.
So a couple quick fun questions at the end. What is your hobby? Some of your hobbies, if you're free to share.
Singing, sure.
Awesome.
Yes.
How long have you been singing?
I studied it in college, and actually started in high school. So
Is it like opera?
sadly, yes.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
I have. Oh my God! I'm just thinking that's like
Would you give us a little
40
bit of
years.
It's up to you.
Too early in the morning.
What is your favorite part of this town?
My favorite part of Greenpoint. Well, I'd have to say all of the new restaurants. I'm a bit of a foodie, and so all of the great new places to eat here are pretty neat.
Really?
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing to eat from out here? Whether it be like Poland food or whatever.
I don't know. What would you say? We eat so much of everything, and we get tired of it.
So
and then
much options there. It's
I would say I love barbecue, and there is a place called Mabel's barbecue place, actually just around the corner on,
past the park, like 2 blocks past.
and they have some pretty good barbecue.
We might check it out then, our first time here.
And they do like really big picnic tables. You go up to the counter, you order what you want, and then you bring them back. So it's pretty neat.
That's awesome. What about like any Polish food? What do you guys, like, do you know any dessert or traditional food?
Pierogies.
What is that?
It's like a American style dumpling, a Polish style dumpling.
So it's what is inside. And
It's
Potatoes? Like mashed potatoes or meat or fruit.
oh, that's awesome. Someone else told us, I don't know if you guys remember the name. The first one, it was like stuffed cabbage, basically.
go on.
Yeah. So we're getting a lot of that today. But awesome, guys. So great meeting you. It was nice
Nice to
talking
meet
to you.
you
It was
guys.
great
Thank
interview.
you.
Posse here.